Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is my Plan With Me video. I've been trying to do this video for a while. The sun's sort of out, so people are mowing their lawns and it's getting really loud. So just bear with me and my neighbors and the barking and all this stuff of everybody everywhere, because it's just too nice out. So I drew 2 plants in my illustrated garden journal. And that's what my week has been looking like. I've also been trying to finish up my webpage, which has taken way longer to update than I thought. But it will go live at some point this week for sure. I just have a few more photos to take and things to organize, and then I'll be all done. So it'll be nice to get that done because that's taking hours. Okay, so I did my May challenge video. And then I did my week 16 video. We are just cooking along. Like, the months are going. We are so far into 2025. We've almost hit May. And I need to get prompt lists up on my Instagram so folks have access to that for what they want to figure out to draw if they're going to do a May challenge. May typically brings mermaid. There are a lot of mermaid challenges for the month of May. And what did I do for this one? It was on the left. So this one's gonna be drawn on the right. Okay, I know, and you can hear my neighbor's dog. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Okay, we can kind of see the dates up there. That's May notes. This is, here we go, April 21st to the 27th. Okay, and then I drew 14 plants. That webpage update. Because it's been taking up so much time, I want to denote that into the month of April because I have a resources page that I'm creating, and it has probably a couple hundred links to different things like art resources and design resources and different stuff. And I'm going to yearly check it and check the links because sometimes links expire, sometimes web pages close, like different things happen. So I need to stay up on that. So if I have that noted in my journal, then I'll know for next April that I need to check those links and make sure they're still linked correctly and products are available for supplies I love and all that different stuff. All right, week 16 video, which means we're doing 17. I know. How wild has 2025 been for you so far? And then my May challenge. My 2025 has felt busy, and 2024 was super busy, so I guess that makes sense. Now, for this week, I thought I would do one of these. I have 2 of these, the Zig Clean Color, and they're water soluble. So you add water and it kind of acts like a watercolor brush a little bit. I have 2, Persian green and marine green. Marine is the top one. It's a little bit greener, and then this is the Persian green. Persian or Prussian? Persian. Okay. We're not calling it Prussian. And then I was going to combine one of those with, this is the Pentel sign pen. Pentel sign pen. This one's also water soluble. So we're going to be playing with inks and getting them wet just because it's super fun. So I'm going to do the greener one because I think that'll blend in better with the yellow. My neighbor's now weed whacking. He was mowing, now he's weed whacking. If you don't mind that in the background, I don't mind. I've got to get this video out sometime today, and I've got to get, you know, I've got to do the prompt list. I've got a bunch of stuff to do today, so I can't keep putting this off because my neighbors are making all the noise. And so I apologize if background noise is like difficult for you and you don't like it. It's just too nice for people not to be doing all the lawn care things. And we're going full fake lash with this facial expression today. Again, I've never worn fake eyelashes, but they're cool. They look cool, they draw cool, especially if you're doing like a silhouette style of illustration of face. I know, I apologize for it being so loud, but like, if I don't get on the stick and get this done and get this up, it's just never going to happen. We need this to happen. We need it to go up. We need to have a weekly plan with me Monday video. Like, that's a thing. And we can't be like, it's too pretty. It's too pretty and too noisy outside. And have that be our excuse to not get a thing done. We're doing all the things this year. I only did one video a week last year because, again, last year was just, it was a lot to unpack. So this year I felt ambitious in doing a weekly plan with me video, and I thought I could do it. But I conveniently forgot that in the summer, well, the spring months, the dry days, that it's just going to be loud. So, hi neighbors. Glad you're repairing things and working on your yard. I don't blame you. It's beautiful out. You know, they're not going to be perfectly symmetrical because that's just not how I roll. I haven't seen too many faces in my entire life that were perfectly symmetrical. It's just not a thing. Okay. I'm kind of drawing around the eye highlight here. So we can kind of see what I'm doing, sort of. All right. Yep, very green. Green. And we're gonna do a nose here. I think maybe we'll do the hair blonde, like the yellow. I don't know. I like that sign pen. It's the only warm yellow pen I have. My fine liners, like my Sakura Micron, that's yellow, is very lemon yellow, so it's a very cool yellow. And it's not water soluble, so I don't know how light fast these things are. Yellow's kind of one of those tough ones. It may not be, is the answer. It may not be light fast at all, so I am scrunching the mouth up higher just so I can fit more of it on the page, but you might want to have yours a little lower for more breathing space. Okay. I know. As fast as I can before my next neighbor gets their mower out. I know. We don't even own a lawnmower. Oh gosh. Can I just tell you that grass makes me break out in hives? Yeah. And depending on what kind of grass it is, like lawn people have, it could be worse. So I just I'm not a fan. We got rid of most of ours in the front for sure. We don't have any left. Back we have a little patch left for playing and stuff, but yep, not a big lawn person. Takes a lot of water and it just makes me itchy, and yeah, the hives and the swelling. And that's just from mowing the lawn. I don't even have to touch it. It just gets in the air, and then I'm not happy. I'm itchy and need to soak in a bath for quite a while. So, okay, so there's there's part of my face. Does she look terrified or what? This could be like a Halloween spread. Here, let's switch to yellow. Like she's screaming or something, like, "Happy Halloween, run!" I don't tend to watch a lot of scary stuff. I'm kind of a vivid dreamer. Oh yeah, let's blend that in a little bit. So watching scary things, like I'm just so sensitive and susceptible to suggestion that I tend to avoid it. I do a little bit like Halloween time, just to get in the spirit of it all. But typically it's not my jam. So I'm pretty much killing this pen. I never meant to, but again, I don't have any other like yellows that are warm. I use this one in my planner too when I bullet journal to underline stuff, because it's kind of like a highlighter color. Anyway. Just going to draw right off the page here. And then we'll add some water and blend this out a little bit more. I have my jar filled up, so we should be good here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to need to replace this pen this year or what. I need to start going through my pens for my mediums purchase. I definitely have colored pencils I need to purchase, so. I do love my colored pencils. So, and then I love birds. Bird silhouettes. All right. Okay, some birds. Now let's get a little bit of a paintbrush here. Winsor Newton Cotton 00 round, and then I just have a baby food jar, which is literally left over from when my kids were babies. I don't really have anything else left over, so it's kind of fun to be able to bust this out and go, yeah, remember when they were little? They preferred a couple different veggies in the jars over fresh? Yeah, that was weird. We just went with it. I like these. It just reminds me of like ocean. I mean, it's called marine green for a reason, but like it really heavily reminds me of the ocean. And I like adding water to it. I don't know, it gives it that sort of faux watercolor look. That may not be a thing you're going for. You may like to keep your pen and ink very pen and ink. But I find that it's fun just to like spice it up and just try it with some of your pens. Grab some like watercolor paper and swatch them out. Swatch your pens out with some different watercolors and try different like gold and silver watercolor gouache washes over them. It's so much fun. Gives them like another purpose. Gives them another life. Especially if you're doing a low buy or a no buy art supply. It's a great way to sort of use your supplies in a different way. Makes it feel like your supplies are more than just one thing. They're doing double duty, and that's always really, really nice. We get more use out of stuff if we can use it multiple ways, dry and wet, you know? That's what I say anyway. So, next week we can do the Persian one. Again, I hardly ever use these pens, so it's kind of fun to just be weird with them. There's my face. She's screaming. We're screaming into the void. Monday with the yard work and the neighbors. And you can see that the lighting keeps changing. It's very cloudy, and so the clouds keep moving around, and it is affecting the lighting in my video. It's a day. It's a day, and we're calling it. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.